Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach Podcast. My name is Carla Fitz. I am a certified life coach, wife, and mom of two beautiful little girls. My hope for this podcast is to offer support and empower other Catholic women to live their most authentic life, to share life coaching tools from a Catholic perspective in order to help you live a more fulfilling life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to this episode. Today is an exciting day. It's been a fantastic week. I am so excited, blessed, and just really looking forward to starting Calm, Grateful, and Abundant. It has been a lot of work and just been really fun. I have been enjoying the creation of it all and sharing with all of you guys and just spending time allowing God's graces to be poured in and the Holy Spirit to come kicking in, telling me what to do, how to do it, and just following His lead in every step of the way. It really has been a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to get started. This week is a chilly week. I'm looking outside my window. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a change. My tree was filled with orange leaves everywhere. I wish I could show you what it looked like before. Actually, I can. I will share it in my Instagram. If you are not following me in Instagram, make sure to follow me at The Catholic Life Coach. I'll post it in there. Anyhow, it was beautiful. And today, I'm looking outside the window with a very bare tree. And it's been a reminder on how fast we can change. I think for so many of us, we think, oh, it's going to take forever to become the next version of ourselves. And truly, it doesn't have to take very long. Sometimes it can take just one decision to become that next version of yourself, to change that thing that you've been wanting to change for a long time. For me, it was weight loss. I remember that when I decided I was done with the weight, I did not want to be that person anymore who was constantly overeating, stress eating, short-tempered, all of it. I just remember stepping into coaching with a mindset of openness, of allowing God to take over and allowing myself to open up to change. And really, this is what this is about. This past week, I have been hearing so many prayers on staying open to God. And not only staying open to God, but opening up to Him. Not just being open to Him, but being open for Him. And I really love this analogy of like, if you imagine yourself opening your heart and getting out of yourself and placing it right in front of Jesus, exactly where you're at, exactly with who you are, with the thoughts, with the doubts, with the failures, with the wins, all of it. Placing yourself in that position of being open and being open to change. I want to share with you guys how this started this past week for me, and it looked very particular. So I am a person who naturally worries. Okay, this is my natural state of being. I want to tell you that I'm very naturally calm, but I'm not. Calmness for me is a practice, is an ongoing practice, which is also part of the reason why I was so excited to start a program to help you all create calmness and gratitude and abundance in your life. Because truly for me, it has been a process. I am not naturally calm. I am not naturally like that, just chilling all the time. That's not my natural state of being. My natural state of being is worry. And I have learned so much by practicing calmness. I have learned so much by practicing gratitude and trying really hard to practice not worrying. I came across this exercise of scheduling your worry time. You're going to love this. I've been loving it because I'm constantly worried. Like I can spend the whole day freaking out. I can just be like, oh my, there's no way this is going to work. I'm totally not good enough for this. And you guys, this is human, right? Like our brain is constantly trying to protect us. And when you are constantly practicing on purpose, being grateful and feeling abundant, you are constantly in fight with worry. So this exercise has pushed me to schedule my worry time to 15 minutes per day. And at first, when I saw this, I was like, that's hilarious. How can you do that? So basically what this looks like is you have a set 15 minutes in your calendar that goes off and it tells you this is your worry time. And you spend the next 15 minutes worrying. And you allow your brain to go all crazy and tell you all the wrong things that can happen and all the bad things that can happen and all the worst case scenarios. And you worry and you allow yourself to process the worry. And then when the 15 minutes are over, you put it aside and you put it away, and that's that. That's it. That's all you get to worry for today. Then your brain will come up with new worries later on. And what you do is you basically postpone the worry until the next day at the same time, at the same place, the same way. And I thought this was brilliant. At first, I thought it was funny and that it wouldn't work, but it absolutely worked. Because your brain, you're just reminding your brain, you know what? We're just not going to do that right now. I understand your worry, but it's not time to worry right now. Our time to worry is a little bit later today. And then you allow yourself to worry. I want to share that when I started it, I thought I was going to go crazy because the 15 minutes seemed like a very long time to worry about something on purpose. But when your brain just worries out of control, it doesn't feel like that. And we can waste so much time spending time worrying. When you spend time in worrying, all you are doing is imagining the worst case scenarios. Okay? So you have two choices, you guys. Actually, we have two choices. We can either think about the worst case scenarios, or we can think about the best case scenarios, right? A lot of the times our brains are going to go into the worst case scenarios. When you are focused on the worst case scenario, you are worrying. When you are focused on the best case scenario, you are having faith. You are having hope. And I want you to realize that these two emotions create two very different results. They cause you to act in a very different way. When you are worried, at least for me, when I'm constantly worried, I overthink things. I don't take actions. I don't take courageous actions. I freeze. I stress. I eat. I stress some more, right? When I am in hope, when I'm feeling more hopeful, and I'm thinking of the best case scenarios, I take better actions. I behave in more conscious and on purpose ways. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because when we talk about being open to God, it is necessary for us to trust. And when we go into worry, we take away all possibilities of trust. We are saying, we can't do this. There's no way this is going to work. And therefore, we keep outside of us the possibility that God has for us. Because the thing is, you alone might not be able to do this thing, but God can. He can do anything through you. But in order for Him to act, you need to be open. What if we were able to open to God's ways? If we could place ourselves in a way and pretend for a second to see things the way God sees it. Because to us, we worry because we can only see what's in front of us. But in God's eyes, He can see everything. He can see every outcome. And I understand that we can't do that ourselves. But worrying essentially means you are suffering twice. It's possible that it might go completely wrong. But imagine how much we could benefit from envisioning things going well. We waste so much time worrying on things going wrong, and we miss out on the opportunities that can come out of believing, trusting, and envisioning things going well for us. Because here's the truth, absolute truth. God wants what's best for us. He doesn't want what's worst for us. So if we really trusted that God is going to give us what's best for us, imagine how much more peaceful our life would be. I want to encourage each one of you this week to spend some time practicing the 15-minute worry time. It's fun. Just allow it to be fun. And it really has been a lot of fun for me to schedule that time and to sit down and worry. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes the very first few days I did it, I was like, oh, it's fine. We're going to worry about it later. It's fine. And then I sat down and I scheduled my 15 minutes. I sat on the couch and I was like, okay, brain, it's time to freak out. And my brain was like, freak out about what? I'm not freaking out about anything right now. You want me to just freak out on purpose? Not just take up your time all that random? And I literally could not come up with a thing to worry about. I was like, what's the big deal? But when we let our brains go loose and do not check in and do not take authority over our thinking, we just spend all day worrying, overthinking, and not taking the actions we want to take from a place of decision, of alignment. We just react to our circumstances. So, this week, spend some time minimizing the amount of time you spend in worry and spend a lot of time opening up to God's possibilities for you. You guys hear me talking about your calling and allowing yourself to listen to what God is calling you to do. And the reason for that is that I spent a very long time shaming myself for wanting to create a business. I was so worried that I would not be a good mom if I had a business to take care of. But the truth is, God made you. He's given you that desire. He has given you that calling. And it is time for us, especially for us faith-driven women, to live out our callings with confidence, with joy, with abundance, and to be open to what He wants us to do in this world. Imagine what would have happened if you were not open to be your kid's mother. That's tragic, you guys. I always think, are you sure you sent them to the right person? Because I'm a bit crazy. And then my kids are just as crazy as I am. And I'm like, yep, he sent them to the right person. No doubt. You were meant to be their mom. You were meant to be your husband's wife. You were meant to be your friend's friend. And you were meant to create where you are feeling called to create. But in order for that to happen, you need to spend less time in worry, more time in faith, and more time being open to God's callings for you. Just be open to the possibilities, to the what if things go amazing, and be a little less open to what if things go absolutely wrong. I am here for you. Know that I am praying for all of you. I always am. And I am so thankful to be here with you guys. Until next week, God bless. If you are ready to dive deeper into life coaching from a Catholic perspective, then make sure you schedule a free consultation. The link will be in the description. This is an opportunity for you to work with someone who will empower you and support you in all of your endeavors. This is a journey, and being together and working with someone who believes in you even when you don't is life-changing. So if you're interested in growing and creating faith-driven success, make sure to reserve a time to chat with me. Until next time, God bless.